why would you want to start growing something and then it grows and then you want to go back and fix things that you didn't do correctly from the beginning? Because I can promise you, you are going to spend more money backtracking what you did than if you just set it up correctly from the beginning. Welcome to the Legalpreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Sager, founder and CEO of Legalpreneur Inc. As a serial entrepreneur and someone that works exclusively with small business owners legally protecting their business, I'm dedicated to covering common legal issues faced by business owners, providing you with the business knowledge you need to catapult your business's growth and showing you just how some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs have handled these legal and business issues themselves. In true attorney fashion, the information in this episode is not legal advice. This is for informational purposes only, and you should always consult with your attorney before implementing any of the information in the show. Hello there. Happy Monday. Welcome back. We're chatting side hustles today. And the reason is because I'm very passionate about side hustles. Legalpreneur, if you didn't know, started as a side hustle. And so I want to make sure that you know everything you need to know about side hustles and how to protect it. Because you obviously are doing this on the side. It's probably not your full-time gig. You may have a 9-to-5. You may be a stay-at-home parent wanting to make a little bit of money on the side, and you don't know what to do. You don't know if there's anything legally you need to do, or maybe you're growing and you want to know, hey, how do I make this more legitimate? Now, before we get into it, I want to remind you that the Legalpreneur book is available. You can get it on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. I think it's available at Target.com. Anywhere you buy it, I would love if you left a review. And if you buy the book, there are a lot of resources available to you online. Once you get the book, you'll find the links in there. And basically, my goal with this book is to make sure that you as a business owner or soon-to-be business owner are set up for success now and in the future. So I would be so appreciative if you could just leave a review wherever you purchase it. It would mean a lot. Okay, side hustles. What do you do? How do you protect this? Whether you're bringing in money already or not, you do need to make sure that your side hustle is protected. Now, I know a lot of people are scared to spend money, even when it's just a side hustle. And I get it. The pushback's like, well, I'm just trying to see if I can make this work. I don't want to spend extra money on legal protection if I don't need it. I get that 100%. Like, I totally understand that. However, you're trying to make it work. You want this to work. You want to be a business owner. You probably want this to be your full-time gig. So why not already act as if? Why not already treat it like a true business? And that, because that's what I see. It's really a mindset shift in thinking about, oh, I'm just trying to see if this can work. Hey, treat it like a business from the beginning. Act as if. Number one rule of manifestation, act as if. And that's why, so there's a lot of spiritual components. There's, technical components. But number one, I like to always tell people, look, if you're trying to make this work, just act as if already. Treat it like a business from day one. That means you got to set it up correctly, like a business. Get that LLC, get the contracts, protect your intellectual property. Now, so spiritually, number one, you want to act as if. Number two, why would you want to start growing something and then it grows and then you want to go back and fix things that you didn't do correctly from the beginning? Because I can promise you, you are going to spend more money backtracking what you did than if you just set it up correctly from the beginning. You see this happen every single day. People come to me and I just had someone email me yesterday saying, hey, this has been my side hustle. It's actually been doing really well cash flow wise, and I think I'm ready to make it a legitimate business. And I love that. First of all, I congratulated her going from, truly a side hustle to making it a legit business. But one thing you have to understand, the moment you start advertising your goods or services, you are a business. Go back and listen to the episode that I did a couple of weeks ago about what makes it a legitimate business. And the moment you start advertising, the moment you have that idea of, oh, I want to make money doing this, you are a business and you have to treat it as such. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good side hustle. So for those that don't know, Legalpreneur started as a side hustle to my law firm. The first product, and it was actually initially called the Contract Vault. The company was Legalpreneur LLC, and we launched the Contract Vault, which is just the contract templates. But because at that time the Legalpreneur membership was only sold through my law firm, and then we took the membership out of the law firm and put it into the Legalpreneur company because it really started to take off in the law firm. And we realized, hey, this is something here. This is actually going to be the main hustle now, Legalpreneur. And I think that's, for most people, that's everybody's dream. And like I mentioned last Friday on the podcast, it's because we finally were hitting higher numbers, getting recurring revenue. And I knew that I didn't want to hustle for the rest of my life in the law firm, getting the next trademark client, because it's one-time purchases and it's not recurring revenue. It's not predictable. And, at the height of the law firm, I do not say this to brag at all, but I mean, at the height of the law firm, you guys, I was making $1 million in my sleep. I was working maybe 15 hours a week, and so the business was doing really well. I had a well-oiled machine, but I, number one, was unmotivated, and I knew this isn't going to last forever, and I want to build something predictable. And at the end of the day, I can only grow the law firm to be so big, but when I go startup route and go into startup mode, I can truly build an empire here. And that's the goal. I truly want Legalpreneur to be an empire. I want it to be completely changing the legal industry, not just for small business owners, but for attorneys as well. And I knew that we would get we had recurring revenue with the membership. And I knew that it could only grow, especially we were very limited in the law firm. So I knew I wanted to take it out and build it up in Legalpreneur, the company. So eventually my side hustle became my main hustle. But from day one, I did put all the protections in place. And I get it. Like I'm a lawyer. I know how to do it. It's not going to cost me the same thing that it costs you because I'm just the one doing it. So I get that. But I really just want to emphasize the fact that even if you aren't making a profit, even if you've barely made any money, you want to legitimize your side hustle from day one, because the goal is for it to be the main hustle. And you need to act as if you need to create a true business from the beginning. Treat it as if it is a real business from the beginning. So, of course, what do you need? You need to file the LLC. If you're going to pursue investors, then we need to have the conversation of, hey, should you be a corporation instead of an LLC? But if you're not going to have investors, you're just going to be the sole owner, maybe you have a partner or two, then you probably still need to just be an LLC, which is a limited liability company that protects you personally from the debts of your company. Then we have contracts. Of course, you never want to be afraid to use contracts. Always use written agreements anytime money or value is changing hands. I don't care how relaxed the deal seems, how chill the situation is, you need to protect yourself. And the contract is there to protect you and the other party. It's not a one-sided thing. It really is there to protect everybody. So I suggest always using written agreements. Of course, if you need help with the LLC, Legalpreneur can help. We charge $250 plus your state filing fees for the LLC. We file it, get your EIN, get the operating agreement. We get you all legally up and running. And then the contracts, we have the templates, $199 per bundle, which is different niche bundles, all the contracts you need to run your business. And then, of course, we have our membership, which gets you all access to your own attorney. You get a phone call every month, document review every month, which we do have some really exciting stuff coming up this year. Can't give away to anything right now, but just know that the next version of our app will be coming out this year. And a lot of really good improvements to the membership itself. But anyways, document review, you get access to all of our contract templates, which right now there's over 100 templates. So literally everything that you need is in the membership. Plus, you get a 15% discount on any additional services that you need. And when you get signed up, I like to do a business audit when you first get in, because we can tell you, hey, this is what you have in the business. This is what you still need to protect yourself. And it's really just giving you that quick win of, oh, this is everything. Like, this is all the trademarks, all the copyrights. This is, all the contracts that you're using. This is still what the contracts that you need. You can just go get them from the contract vault. And so the audit really gives you a lot of quick answers. And then we do a free trademark search as well. So I love the membership, of course. I created it, and I created it because I just knew I saw so many business owners that needed this or that. And of course, you don't want to go pay hourly to an attorney. So I like to think I created exactly what every small business owner needs. And one thing I want to make sure you understand is a lot of this stuff, I don't like to use the word expensive because that's a relative term, but this stuff does cost money. However, it is necessary money that needs to be spent to ensure that you are setting yourself up for success. A lot of the legal protection doesn't show an immediate return, as the same way that if you were to invest in like something for sales or marketing, like that's the sexy stuff. The legal stuff typically is not sexy, but down the road is where it will save you a lot of money and potentially can make you a lot of money. We've had many clients that have made money because they just had their stuff legally protected. Like the one client that made $25,000 just from having her trademark registered. So many crazy stories, but that's what happens when you are proactive and you put the protections in place from the beginning. All right. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Always feel free to reach out. All the links are in the show notes, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Here at Legalpreneur, we're committed to providing a supportive legal community for all business owners. I know how scary the legal stuff can be. If you found this information helpful, I would be so grateful if you could share it with a fellow business owner. And quite frankly, it doesn't cost anything to rate, review, or subscribe to the show. Your support helps me reach more listeners, which allows me to support more business owners in their entrepreneurial journey. Have any questions or comments about the show? Feel free to drop me a line on Instagram. I promise I read all of the messages and comments. And if you want to be a guest on the show or know someone that would make a great guest, simply fill out our application form and a team member will reach out if we think it's a good fit. I'll see you in the next episode.